I want to talk about a dream I recently had. I've had at least three dreams about tsunamis. In every dream I've had, um, this tsunami wave is just as tall as the sky. um, Now, I've recently had another dream, not a tsunami dream, but water was involved. Um, but it was an unusual dream. So this is it. The dream starts and I'm at Catalina Island off of the Pacific coast here in California, is where I live. I live in California. And so the dream takes place on Catalina Island, and I'm on a boat and I'm facing the mainland and just kind of sitting on my boat. Now it looks like it's probably around 11 a.m. or so. There's a marine there. It's I can't see the mainland. There's, fog and a marine there, just a mist in front of me. It's overcast. So I'm sitting on a boat facing the mainland. Catalina is actually an island I'll visit sometimes on my boat, but in this dream, I'm not on my boat, I'm on a boat. And so I'm facing the mainland, and I'm actually there waiting for some people that I think I came with. And in the dream, I had this sense that they went back to the mainland because they forgot something. This is probably a situation that would never happen because it takes about an hour to get to the island, but this is a dream. Anyways, I'm on this boat and I'm waiting for some people to come back from the mainland. And I'm facing in the direction of the mainland, staring into this mist, this marine layer. And as I'm staring into this marine layer, I start to see all these boats, hundreds of boats, begin to emerge from this fog. Um, I've never seen this many boats on approach to the island before. This is just an unusual amount of boats. As soon as I see this, I become immediately concerned because this is not something that happens every day. I mean, there was so many boats, and there were, so many of them. It looked like a traffic jam, and there were all sorts of different kinds of boats. There was, big boats, small boats, sailboats, yachts, you name it. So I immediately stand up on my boat, just literally in shock and concern, like, what is going on here? The first thought I have in the dream is that did something happen at the mainland, that everybody's fleeing the mainland? And so as I'm standing up on my boat, I'm trying to get the attention of one of these boats that's coming toward the island because I want to know what happened, but they're all too far away. But as I'm doing this, to my right, I see a man. He looks like he comes through a door. But keep in mind, we're on the water. But he's to my right, and it looks like he comes through a door. And not only that, but he's walking on dirt. But of course, I'm on a boat on the ocean. But he's apparently coming from my right through a door, walking on dirt. Anyways, I see him, and there's some other people behind him, some other guys behind him, and they're all just kind of flagging us off to get off our boats, right? And all I see them do is say, "Come on, hurry, hurry," and gesture, with promptness to get off our boats. And I lean over, and and one of the guys that's nearby me, that's flagging us off the boats, I yell out to him and I ask him what's going on. And I get a sense like he's keeping a distance, like he doesn't want to have to answer my questions. But anyways, I do get his attention. I ask him what's going on, and all he tells me is that he tells me that you need to hurry, you need to move because it's moving fast. I don't know what he's talking about, but he tells me hurry, hurry, uh, because it's coming quick and it's moving fast. Okay, okay. So this part of the dream ends. Now, in my dream, I wake up from that, which would happen to be a dream. So now I just had a dream in a dream, and I'm waking up from that dream in a dream, but I'm still dreaming. And now, this part of the dream, I'm at my church in my pastor's office, and I'm talking to him and I'm telling him the dream I had, right? And now I'm talking about a part of the dream that I don't remember I dreamed in the dream, but I'm telling him a part of the dream that where I'm describing to him something hit or came down upon the mainland on the Pacific coast. I'm telling him that something, I don't know what I'm saying exactly it is, but I'm telling him the dream of something that hit the mainland, but I don't remember that part of the dream in the dream. Anyways, I'm telling him this, and I'm telling them that I'm saying that something came down or came down and hit the mainland. I don't know how to describe it. But what I'm telling him is that when it came down, it missed me, or it wouldn't stick to me, or it kept missing me, or something like that. But I'm telling him that something came and hit the mainland, and all I was telling him is that whatever it was, it's like it couldn't stick to me, or wouldn't stick to me, or it just kept missing me. And as I'm telling him this, one of the other assistant pastors is there too. I'm in his office, and as I'm telling my pastor this, I look up, and my pastor is just in absolute shock at what I'm saying, which is not a reaction I think I would get from my pastor, but this is his reaction. His face looks like he's in absolute shock at what I'm saying. His jaw is way down, and they're both the pastor and the assistant pastor are both just stunned by what I'm saying, and that's the end of the dream. Um, like I said, I've had several tsunami dreams in the past, and like the tsunamis, they're just so big and devastating. And the sense I had in this particular dream was this. This is the sense I had in the dream. Now, this is nothing visual, nothing I heard, but this is the sense I had in the dream. That something devastating, something on an apocalyptic scale, um, decimated or did some enormous damage to the mainland. I don't know what, but in the dream I got the sense that something so horrifying and like I said, apocalyptic struck the mainland. And fortunately, I was on the island when it happened. But whatever it was, it forced many to flee. And whatever it was, it wasn't. It was moving toward the island because the individual that was walking on dirt was telling me to come quickly because it's moving fast, as though it's moving in this direction. Um, so, I mean, taking in the bigger picture of some of these dreams that a lot of people have had, including myself, I think the takeaway is this: that something is coming that is really big and going to be really devastating. Now, I don't believe these dreams are a literal interpretation of some kind of natural disaster. But I think that they are a message that there's coming a real heavy judgment on the Pacific coast. Um, Something really bad. I mean, something really horrifying, to say the least, is going to strike the Pacific coast. I couldn't even begin to tell you what that looks like. I've often wondered myself, God, what could this possibly be? But whatever it is, it's going to be the equivalent of a tsunami, destruction. Something that's going to, you know, bring upon great judgment. Um, so I think the message is this: anybody that hears this, you need to repent. You need to quit denying God, quit committing your sin in His face, because you do it publicly and willfully. You're doing it in His face, and turn. I mean, God will hold back judgment from a people that will sincerely repent. If you do not, well, then you will face that wave of judgment.